Welding's one of those jobs where you can't afford to mess around, especially when it comes to protecting your eyes and face. Whether you're laying down your first bead or you've been welding for years, the right helmet makes all the difference. That's why, in this video, I've picked out 6 of the best welding helmets you can get. They're reliable, well-fitting, and built for every skill level. You'll find links to the best prices for all the welding helmets mentioned in this video in the description and top comment. Also, these helmets aren't ranked in any specific order, so be sure to watch until the end to find the one that best fits your needs. Number 6 is the Fiber Metal Tiger Hood. This is the most budget-friendly welding helmet on our list. This helmet is built with heat-resistant thermoplastic. It's tough, lightweight, and does a good job of deflecting sparks and heat, so you're not cooking your face every time you strike an arc. Plus, the shell has a smooth design that helps keep sparks from getting stuck or burning through. It meets ANSI 87.1 and CSAZ 94.3 standards too, so you're covered on safety. I love that it has a flip-up front. You get a built-in Shade 10 lens, but you can lift that section when you're grinding, and you don't have to switch to grind mode or risk leaving your helmet in the wrong setting. There's enough room inside for wearing safety glasses or a respirator, and it's pretty easy on your neck if you're working long hours. It also mounts right onto a hard hat with the Speedy Loop system without any tools. The lens assembly is easy to take apart and clean, and you can swap in different lenses if you're picky about your view. And here's what Dylan had to say. Great quality. I beat the crap out of mine every day, and it just doesn't care. Get some good aluminum screws, the plastic ones strip out. Also, get a good leather or cloth headband for the best comfort. So if you're looking for something simple that doesn't jack up the price, the Fiber Metal Tiger Hood is a great pick. Number 5 is the ESAB Sentinel A60. It has the largest standard viewing area on our list, and because of this, you won't have to squint through a tiny lens while trying to hold a steady weld. The screen measures 4.6 to 5 by 2.8 to 0 inches, giving you a total viewing area of 13.02 square inches, which is pretty big. Now, it's made from high-impact nylon, and the build feels solid without being heavy on your head. And the headgear is balanced, so it sits comfortably even during longer sessions. Inside, it uses ESAB's True Color lens tech, so what you see is clear and natural, not all green and blurry. You'll have a full range of shade settings from 3 to 13, and you can fine-tune it in 0.5 increments, which is handy if you're picky. There's also a resting shade of 3 for when you're not welding, and the 4 arc sensors make sure it switches fast, 0.08 milliseconds to be exact. Plus, they have rid of the touchscreen from the old A50. Now you've got big glove-friendly buttons instead, which makes more sense. There's even a shade lock feature so your settings don't accidentally change, and a grind mode that lights up so you always know when it's active. It also stores up to 9 memory profiles, so if you work with different processes or lighting, switching setups is quick. It's not cheap, but if you weld often, it earns its spot on the list. Number 4 is the 3M Speedglass G502. It has the best curved viewing area on our list. It's the first curved ADF ever made, and you can tell right away. The lens wraps around just enough to give you a much wider field of view without making the helmet bulky. It follows the natural curve of your head and gives you solid peripheral vision while you're working. Now, the lens uses 3M's natural color tech, so you're not stuck staring through that usual green tint. The colors look more real, which helps when you're trying to see the puddle clearly, especially during TIG. It has 4 arc sensors, shade settings from 5 to 13, and a resting shade of 2.5. The clarity is sharp, and it's so bright inside the hood that some people end up using a higher shade than usual. There's no grind mode button, but if you drop the sensitivity down, it won't auto-darken, so you can still use it for grinding if needed. It's also Bluetooth-enabled, which means you can pair it with the 3M app, save up to 10 custom settings, and even pull up manuals or order parts right from your phone. Plus, it's light, sits well on your head, and the knobs on the sides are flush, so nothing sticks out or gets bumped. Overall, this is a premium helmet designed to deliver exceptional visibility, reliable protection, and modern features that make long welding sessions a lot more manageable. And if you want to know the latest prices for the welding helmets discussed in this video, be sure to click the links below. And if you're having a good time watching this video, we would love it if you hit that subscribe button. Number 3 is the Optal Crystal 2.0. This one has the best design on our list. The best part about this helmet is the lens. It's called Crystal 2.0 for a reason. The resting shade is just 2.0, so even when you're not welding, you can see everything around you clearly, like you're not even wearing a hood. What makes it different is the light transmission. Most helmets only let in about 5% of natural light, but this one brings it over 30%. That means brighter colors, more detail, and way less eye strain before, during, and after the arc. It also has an autopilot feature, which senses the arc brightness and adjusts the shade level on its own from 4 to 12. So you don't have to fiddle mid-job, and a twilight is setting too, so it doesn't just snap from dark to light. It fades gently to reduce that harsh flash effect. Now it's easy to switch to grind mode as well. There's an external button, so you don't have to take off the hood just to swap modes. It's lightweight at around 18 ounces, and the design helps spread the weight evenly, which matters if you're under the hood all day. Plus, it has sensitivity controls, delay settings, and manual shade options too, if you prefer setting things yourself. Price-wise, it usually sits around $700, but if you use my link, you'll find a much better deal at less than $500. Number 2 is the Miller Classic Series. This is the best value for money option on our list. If you're just starting, or even if you've been welding for years and you want something solid without spending a fortune, this one's worth a look. The Miller Classic comes with a 6 square inch viewing area, which is a decent field of vision without feeling bulky. It's lightweight too, at about 16 ounces, so your neck won't feel wrecked after a long session. The lens uses what they call clear light tech. That means the view through the hood looks way more natural than older helmets. It helps you see details better while you're working, and it just feels easier on the eyes. Now, you also get auto darkening from shade 8 to 13, plus a grind mode at shade 3, and it reacts quickly, like 1/23,000th of a second. There are 2 arc sensors inside, which help with that. It runs on a solar-powered battery, so it recharges while you're using it, and it also turns itself on automatically when you strike an arc, so don't have to press buttons or wait. And if you prefer safety more than anything, there's a ratcheting headband too, so you can get a snug, comfy fit without it sliding around, and it's made of nylon, so it's light but strong. Overall, for the price, it's one of the most complete welding helmets out there. Number 1 is the Lincoln Viking 3350. This is the best overall option on our list. If you're someone who welds often or even full-time and you want a helmet that works, this one's hard to beat. The Viking 33-50 has one of the clearest lenses out there. It uses 4C lens technology with a perfect 1111 optical clarity rating. That means you get sharp detail, true color, and zero annoying blurriness while you're working. It helps when you're trying to track that puddle or line up a precise weld. The viewing area is huge with 12.5 square inches, so you're not stuck peeking through a tiny window. Now, comfort-wise, it has X6 headgear that spreads out the weight evenly. You don't get that pressure point on your forehead, and it fits head sizes from 6.5 to 8. It also has a ratchet knob for easy adjusting. It runs on batteries, but they're easy to swap. The grind mode button is built in too, but heads up, it's a bit sensitive, so you'll want to avoid bumping it by accident. You get shades 5 to 13, depending on your settings, and it has 4 arc sensors like some other options on our list, so the auto darkening is fast and reliable. And look what Shane has to say. I'm a professional welder with 21 years of experience behind a hood. I must say, this is by far the best hood I've ever owned. The visibility and clarity is way better than I expected it could ever be. The headgear feels cheap, but is extremely comfortable, so we'll see. I showed 6 other guys at work this morning, and every one of them was highly impressed. I don't know the durability or longevity of this hood, but if it only lasted a year, I would buy one every year. This hood is a game changer for sure. I highly recommend spending the extra cash. Overall, with Lincoln's 5-year warranty and how durable this is, it earns its spot as the overall best pick. And that's all for today's lineup. I hope this list helped you decide on the perfect welding helmet. And if you guys found this video valuable, we would love it if you hit that subscribe button. If you found the one you like, don't forget to check the description for links to each helmet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.